Hey, this is Rahul from Tech and Tubes, and today we'll be taking a look at Xiaomi's Hi Fi headphones. Now, these are the second generation of these headphones, and they have been sponsored to me by GearBest. Now, if you're thinking how a new channel like this could get $100 headphones for sponsor, well, I have another channel, and there I work with GearBest. So I just asked them for this headphone, telling them that I'll be starting a second channel, and they were supportive enough to send this to me. And this is a brilliant pair of headphones. They're actually a travel come fashion headphones, but they don't really compromise on audio quality, which is what made me love these pair. But we'll talk about sound a bit later. Let's start with the packaging. They came in this very simple box, and they haven't spent much money on it, which is something I like because they've included this type of a hard carrying case. Now, this is not very hard plastic, but this is semi-hard material. It is good enough to protect your headphones. I cannot crush them out that easily. This is having a very smooth velvet sort of interior finishing, and if you're thinking that these are pretty big headphones, well, these are also foldable. That's why they fold nicely into these and fit perfectly. I'm going to show you that it's pretty easy. Talking about the belt quality, these are built very nicely. They have a nice weight to it. They're not the ultra light headphones, but the top headband is made of leatherette, which is like an artificial leather material. I really like the detailing, such as this nice stitching work that is there, gold colored and black and gold. This is the only color option you have, so all the stitching is done in yellow. There is a lot of metal going on. The backs of the headphone is completely metal, and wherever there is plastic, the plastic is rubberized. It's kind of with a nice matte finish. It's not those cheap plastics. So overall, very nice fit and finish. The ear cups have nice L and R cleanly written over them, and there is this again the soft leatherette kind of cushioning on them. One unique thing that I wanted to show you is that they're very easily detachable. They came with circumaural ear cups in the first version. This one only has this. So this is somewhat a hybrid between an over-the-ear headphone and an on-the-ear headphone. But I really wish that they sold the extra ear cups as an accessory, but I couldn't find them on the site. These are somewhat semi-open back headphones, which means they are good enough for travel, because when I was using them at 80% of the volume with my phone, it's not that somebody sitting next to me could hear too much of it, but they would hear a slight humming sound. Now, because of this open back sort of design, it's not completely open back, but somewhat. So that gives this headphone very nice depth and sound staging, which is there for only the open back headphones. So it comes with this 1/4-inch connector, which is right inside the box, and it also comes with an aviation plug, which I can't seem to find right now, but it's there for some of the old airplanes which requires a dual stereo sort of input. So this is targeted as a travel headphone. Is that these are interchangeable, these are easily dismounted, and this is having a color coding. This is white and the other one's red, and internally they have the same sort of color coding, so it's easy to figure out which one goes in which. And there is no cable running through these headphones. I like that personally, because first of all, it's not going to get spoiled that easily. I've seen this internal cable breaking, and a lot of headphones go bad because of that. So it's nice of them to do this. Practically for $100, the looks of this headphone definitely looks very premium. I've compared it to Audio Technica's ATH M40 and the Sennheiser HD280. Those are more plasticky, and this is really scoring a lot better in just the build quality. When you're talking about sound, this is a balanced headphone, not a treble heavy or a bass heavy headphone. Sound signature of these headphones, these are most of all balanced headphones. You wouldn't find, this is not for the bass heads, but yes, when you're listening to it, it does have the accentuation on treble and bass. The mids are somewhat recessed. Now this, you would not feel it if you're just hearing them, but we were comparing it with our studio monitors, the Sennheiser HD280 Pros, which are around that $100 same price point. And while listening to that and comparing it with this, we did hear some problems with this, and that was, I wouldn't say problem, like this has a very warm and consumer friendly nice listening experience, whereas those are more flat. It all depends on what you prefer. On studio monitor headphones, especially the HD280 Pros, they have nice instrument separation that has a much bigger ear cup, so I could hear the instruments distinctly and the audio seemed very nicely spaced out. Now this, for gaming, for casual listening, for rock music, does better than that headphone. But when you're listening to something like vocal oriented songs or classical music, then that one gives you a better experience because of 2 points basically. First of all, slightly better vocals with better separation of the instruments, and secondly, the higher trebles are better played on that headphone, though I sometimes found the treble to be a little bit higher on that one, whereas this one I found it to be pretty balanced. The only problem was a little recessing in the vocals. Now we're just nitpicking. If you're just picking them up, you're listening to them for casual listening, gaming, or even studio monitoring, I'm going to go out there and say that these are going to perform the job very nicely. They sit on your ear very nicely, they're comfortable, the pads are extremely soft. The issue with this is that these cups are a bit smaller, so if you have larger ears, they kind of sit very awkwardly onto you. I don't really have a problem, but I wish they had given those bigger ear cups, which would have completely changed the game. I did say that they were a bit heavier than other headphones. Worn these headphones for about 3-4 hours constantly, and they weren't that much of a problem to wear. And I've been using these headphones for the last 3 weeks before making this review. My friend Shomnath has also tested it out. He owns the HD280, so he did a lot of these comparisons, and his inputs I've also considered while making this review. And he does a lot of gaming, so the gaming part and the classical music parts was compared by him. I do more of rock, metal, and regular video editing, which is why I was more into the studio monitors and the editing part. Now I've been using his headphone for editing the videos, the HD280 Pros, for editing all my YouTube videos, but now I've switched to this because this is what I've got for myself. And honestly, isn't much difference. This is also doing the job. Yes, when I'm listening to 3 different tracks and I'm mixing it all together, that one had a slight advantage, but this does have the advantage that I can carry it around. This is a mobile phone headset because it does have this single button. Now a lot of people might say that this is having 3 buttons. It looks like it has 3 buttons, but it just has the center single button. The other 2 are just for decoration purpose, and this is just call and reject. It doesn't have the volume button and all that, but it does have a mic inbuilt, so you can use these for taking calls as well, which is the point of having a travel headphone anyways, so that you don't have to switch to something else for taking calls. So overall, a travel headphone which looks good, which you can wear everywhere, and it gives audio quality which is 90% there for comparison to a proper studio monitors. You cannot ask for anything more. Yeah, if you want something that is dedicated studio monitor, you won't be taking it out of the house, you just leave it with your PC, then you can look elsewhere. If you're looking for a do-it-all headphone, you can carry them, you can fold them up together, pack them neatly inside your backpack because the case is there, and this is about $20 extra if you have to buy some other case, so this is included. That's very nice. And if you're looking for something that does everything practically, you can take them anywhere you want. You can do your casual listening to your gaming, and then you can connect it to your PC and even do a little bit of video editing. Overall, I give this headphones a solid 8 out of 10. I would have probably given them 10 out of 10, but because the vocals are a bit recessed and because of the instrument separation is a bit less, those are the 2 points only. The slightly recessed vocals and a little bit less instrument separation was the reason why I docked off 2 points. Otherwise, this is a perfect headphone if you're looking for consumer audio. Picking it up for nice clean sound, you cannot go wrong with this pair. If you're looking for flat studio monitors, look elsewhere. Thanks for watching, and I hope this video was helpful for you. A new channel, it took us 3 weeks of testing and a lot of effort to finally make this review for you, but it'll only take you a couple of seconds to subscribe, so hit that button and help us in this journey. In the next video, we'll be showing you our Zhone Smooth Q gimbals app testing part, which we have been the first people actually to receive in the world, and we've been testing its iOS app. So that's the next video that's coming up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you very soon. This is Rahul. Goodbye.